So for this SPL, I chose to talk about the types of threats that occur in information system securities. And the first one we'll talk about is physical threats. So physical threats are self-explanatory, as when damage is done to objects, excuse me, and this can happen intentionally by people or by natural disasters. And this affects a business because um, once equipment is broken due to whatever reason, then that business has to spend a whole bunch of money, like thousands of dollars, just to replace the equipment that has just been lost or stolen or broken or anything like that. So um, this would be quite detrimental for the business because they'd have to spend money to replace these items. And as for logical threats, it's more common. So I feel, in my opinion, this is more serious because with physical threats, you can just easily spend money to replace it. But with logical threats, it's also control of data and software, which means either someone has it or someone has it and can take advantage of it, and you can't just easily replace it. You have to gain back that control, and it took time and a lot of effort just to come up with whatever data that is in the hands of uh, whoever has those information. And it always needs constant protection, so in a lot of businesses will pay money just to have that extra layer of security so that whatever confidential data that they'll have is protected. And like I said, this affects the business because um, the data is really important, and that's pretty much that's pretty much their whole business in that software. That data is can't be like easily replaced, and you can't just like put money on that data. So you have to gain back that data, and you have to probably start from square one depending on whatever situation or whatever you lost. And also, because it's not tangible, uh, it will take more work just to get that data back. And so that's why I think logical threats are a lot more serious and need to be taken more seriously than physical threats, because physical threats excuse me, physical threats are a lot easier to fix. And with physical threats, usually it could like the data could be recovered through the network, because seldom does anyone just have data in one like object or one computer or anything like that. It's usually like in a shared file or something like that. So logical threats are a lot more serious than physical threats, even though it may be more expensive. And the reason I chose to talk about the types of threats is because it's important for us to be prepared for whatever happens, whether that be physical or logical, and businesses will have to spend a lot of money on protecting both.